Let's see if if I can delete color that. Well, I'm afraid if I close one, I'll go back again and open a new one.
But I don't hear an echo or anything, so I don't think it matters.
Okay. And I'm here twice.
Yeah. I mean, do you hear it? Does it sound funny to you?
Nope.
Oh, so.
Yeah.
And one of you has your picture, but the other one doesn't.
That's
Right.
true. That is so true. I have my coffee. Where's my coffee? I'll drink my water. Okay.
That's why it's not bothering me, I guess, because I only see you once. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Hey, I like your hair. What did you do?
Me? Nothing.
Yeah.
Oh, I got it cut. But before last class. Anyway, I got it cut.
For Yuntif?
I guess, yeah. I don't know. I did nothing new. Nothing's different. Now did you do something to make it go away?
I just moved the lid of my computer. I have no clue.
It's a miracle.
I understand what you're saying when you go through all these things that you go through and you say, it was here. It was here. I had it before. I understand.
I know. So there are several people who said they're not coming, and I don't know if it's because of what I selected to do today, or I really don't. But
I would not worry about that. I think life gets in the way.
I think so too. I think it was a coincidence, but it was just funny. It's like, you too, really? Honestly. So let's wait another minute because Iris would normally come. I don't know.
And how many more sessions do we have?
I think there were 15 altogether.
Oh,
and
okay.
I think this was this number 6 or 6, I think.
Okay.
We definitely skipped Thanksgiving because that's a Thursday.
Mm-hmm.
And then, I don't know if we'll have it the very last week in December. So probably maybe the 15th or the 22nd is the last one. Yeah.
8, 9, 10. I'll be gone. Actually, I'll just send you an email. I'll be gone for 2 Thursdays in November.
Okay.
Unless I can bring it up on my phone wherever I am.
Okay. All right. Why don't we? Audrey, I looked up La Chavette. Remember? Were you asking about that? If it had anything to do with
Cibolet and Cibolet with the spies.
You're talking. I thought you asked about La Chavette. Maybe it was something else.
No, it was the canner, the American Israeli canner who said Sama. I kept reading it.
Oh no, okay. Okay, no, I was talking about the meaning of one of the words that looks like Shabbat. Somebody, it must have been someone else, wanted to know if that was Shabbat. And I have my interlinear book now here, and it means is enthroned. So it must be from Yoshev. Yeah.
Right. L'shave to sit. L'shevet to be enthroned.
Right. But it looked like Shabbat. So somebody asked, and I said, I don't think it has anything to do with Shabbat, but I wanted to check. Yeah. Okay. So we'll start with the last bit of Hallel and see, should be here.
Okay. Oh, good.
And I move everyone to the corner, but they don't go. Okay, so I'm not seeing anyone. So you let me know if someone new comes. And I don't know. Well, I thought we'd start with Oziv Zimrat. Yeah, we might have gone over it last time, but I can't.
I don't think so.
Okay. Did we do Min HaMeitzar?
I don't believe so.
Think so.
Oh, okay. Okay. How do you think? So let's start from Hallelu She. I don't know. It called Goyim. I thought we were just about finished. So, but maybe not.
Can we make that larger?
I
A little
can.
larger, yeah.
I can because I can move it over and then we lose the English, but I've got the other book now. All right. So why don't we start with Ma Ashiv Ladonai over here, and
It's still the same size.
is
Yeah.
that
Oh,
better?
now it's
That's
bigger.
better,
Yeah.
yes.
Now it's good. I could see it. Okay. All right. So Arlene, if you want to start with Ma Ashiv Ladonai, call Tagmulohi Alai. Kos Yeshuot Esa Uvshem Adonai Ekra. Nidarai Ladonai Ashalem Negda Na Lechol Amo. Yakar Be'enei Adonai Ha Mavta Lachasidav. Okay, those 4 lines.
Oof. Ma ashiv ladonai kol chagmulohi ali.
Alai. Yeah,
Alai. Okay. Kos Yeshuot Esa Uvshem Adonai Ekra Nadara Ladonai Ashalim.
Ashalem.
Ashalem. Nagda na lechol amo yikra ba'ana Adonai hamota lechasidov.
Okay.
Chasidav, is that it?
Chasidav. Yeah, we pronounce
Chasidav.
that well.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm just how can I repay Hashem for all the kindnesses he has bestowed on me? And then it's the cup, Kos is cup of salvations I will raise, and the name of Hashem I will invoke. Ekra, I will call, I will invoke. Okay. So my vows, nidarai, the yud makes it mine, nidar is a vow. So my vows to God, I will pay, right? Ashalem. In the presence now, so na is now, of his entire people. L'chol amo, of his entire people. Yakar b'einei Hashem, it is difficult in the eyes of God. Yakar also means like expensive, but here it means difficult.
Precious?
Hello?
Precious?
Precious, or yeah, this says difficult. I'm just reading it, from this book. Difficult in the eyes of God is the death. Mavet is death, and Ha means is the death of his devout ones. V'chasidav. Okay. So did anyone else come? Is it just the 3 of us still?
No, just the 3.
Okay. So Audrey, if you want to read till hallelujah. So Ana Adonai ki ani avdecha. Ani avdecha ben amatecha. Pitachta le Moserai. Lecha ezbach zevach toda v'shem Adonai ekra. V'darai l'Adonai ashalem negda na l'chol amo. So this is all the same as above. Bechatzrot beit Adonai b'tochechi Yerushalayim hallelujah. Okay, ani Adonai.
Ana Adonai ki ani avdecha. Ani avdecha ben amatecha. Pitachta limosarai. Lecha az as bach zevach toda uv shem Adonai ekra nidarei ladonai
Nidarai. When
oh
it's
nidarai yeah nidarai ladonai is that
Asha.
ashalem negda na lecha amo b'chatzrot beit Adonai b'tochechi Yerushalayim hallelujah. That shows you I really don't read the Hallel prayer that much anymore.
Oh, so
Yeah.
let me just go over the word. So Ana Adonai, this means please Adonai. See, I always thought na
Miss, please.
was please, and here it's saying it's now. I'm trying to think, what is that prayer, that beautiful song, Heal Us Now? How does that, what is that?
Refuah Shlem.
Right, but what's the song? I can't think of the song. Maybe it'll come to me. And I think it has both, it might have both na and ana in it. And I didn't know the difference. Oh, I wish I could think of it. Anyway, so this is please Adonai, for I am your servant. Ki, for ani avdecha, I am your servant. And I can't find where I was. I am your servant, and here it is again. And don't ask me why this is ani avdecha and this is ani avdicha, because I don't know if that's just poetic, because it's a poem and they did it that way. I think that's really interesting, and I would love to know the difference, but I think it might literally just be because it's poetic. Son ben amatecha, of your maid servant. Pitachta limo serai, you have released, right? So this is to open, poteach, limo serai. Oh, my bonds. So prison is related to this. I know something, prison is the same root. Okay, you have released my bonds. Okay, lecha ezbach, to you I will sacrifice, right? Ezbach, that means, oh, this is all an offering. Zevach todah is an offering of thanks. And the name of Hashem, Uv'Shem Adonai, Ekra, I will invoke. We had that above. Adonai. So my vows to God, I will pay negda na lechol amo, in the presence now of all my people. Bechatzrot is in the courtyards, Beit Adonai, of the house of God. Betochechi, in the midst of Jerusalem. Hallelujah. So it is always nice to know what the words mean.
Yeah. Question for you.
Yeah.
In the prayer neged that ends with neged sorarai.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking? No. Okay, it's just one of the phrases that come up. I thought neged was against, not that I don't.
Yeah, I did too. Where are you thinking of this neged in the presence?
Yeah.
Yeah, neged in modern Hebrew, I think, does mean against. So I don't know where we get in the presence from again. I don't know. Can't help you, except to confirm that I also thought neged meant against. But we can try to find out, because I'm sure there's an explanation. All right. Any other questions about pronunciation or the words, Arlene?
No, I'm okay.
Yeah.
I'm still going to stumble. I just, it's getting better, but it's not becoming fluid. My reading.
Yeah, that's okay. It seems, you seem to be reading fine to me, and this is probably most people don't read this part. We say this part out loud, if and that's only if you go to services a few times a year when we say Hallel, otherwise you These words aren't going to be terribly familiar. Okay. Hallelujah, Adonai kol goyim, shabchuchu kol ha'umim, ki gavar aleinu chasto, ve'emet Adonai le'olam, hallelujah. So praise God, all the nations. So I know very often people, including myself, I used to think goyim was enemies. You know, when I was growing up, the goy were enemies, but it's really just the nations. Shabchuhu, extol him, kol ha'umim, all the states. So you know, Yisrael, is a nation. So the, and it's plural. So the states. Ki gavar, for gavar, overwhelmed us, his kindness, for his kindness overwhelmed us. Okay. And the truth, the emet, of God, is eternal, le'olam. Okay. Gavar means strong, right? Hero, or is that also a hero?
Gibor, that's Gibor.
Gibor, yeah. So overwhelmed us. Interesting. Okay, Arlene, do you want to read Hallelujah Adonai kol goyim?
Yeah. Okay. Hallelujah et Adonai kol goyim, shebachuhu kol ha'amet.
Ha'umim.
Hamim. Ki gavar elenu hasto, ve'emet Adonai le'olam, hallelujah.
Okay, and now you can, if you want to read these parts too.
Hodu l'Adonai ki tov, ki le'olam hasto. Yamar
Chasto.
Yeah. Yamar na Yisrael ki le'olam chasto. It's a good thing they keep repeating that one. I'll get it right. Yamru na Veit Aharon ki le'olam chasto. Yamru na Yirei Adonai ki le'olam chasto.
Okay, so ki le'olam chasto is again for or because, enduring forever is his kindness. So chesed, and when it has an O at the end, it makes it his chesed, his kindness. And le'olam, we know, is forever. And so ki, for his kindness, is forever. Hodu is give thanks to God. Ki tov, for he is good. Yomar na Yisrael, let Israel say now that his kindness is enduring forever. And Yomeruna Beit Aharon, let them say now, the house of Aharon endures, his kindness endures forever. Okay. I never took the time to take all this apart. It makes so much sense. And let them say now, those who fear God, for his kindness endures forever. Okay, this is very helpful. Okay, Audrey, min hametzar ka aratiya anani vamerchavya. Adonai li lo ira ma ya'aseh li adam. Adonai li be'ozerai va'ani v'son I. Okay, go ahead.
Min hametzar can't see this, just 1 minute. I gotta move my screen. Min hametzar karatiya anani b'merchavya. Adonai li lo ira, ma ya'aseh li adam. Adonai li be'ozrai, ve'ani er'eh b'son I.
Right.
B'sonai, yeah.
So nice, so nice.
B'sonai,
So let's I'm trying to find my foes. Okay, I thought it was hatred, but I mean it's connected to, okay. So Min HaMeitzar is from the straits, and I'm going to say it's related to Mitzrayim, right? Which is the narrow, yeah, from this. So from the straits, did I call upon God? I'm trying to see where the sentence ends, and answered me. Oh, did God? Oh, said, and so God answered me with expansiveness. Marchev, rachov, expansive. It's really something how there's so few the words are all so related. Wow. Okay. Adonai li, God is with me. I have no fear. Lo ira. How can man affect me? Ma ya'aseh adam. How can man affect me? Because I have no fear. Okay. Adonai li be'ozrai. Hashem is with me through my helpers. Therefore can I face my foes. Okay.
B'sunai.
Okay.
So is that a dagesh on top of it? Of the shin? The sin?
It's giving it the O sound. Bisonai. Yeah. Okay. And then and then the two dots here, it's bisonit I. And and that agrees also with my little art scroll book here. So they're both saying bisonit I, which I don't know anyone who says bisonit I, but maybe some cantors do. Tov lachasot badonai mi betoach ba adam. Tov lachasot badonai mi betoach bin divim. Kol goyim sivavuni Yeshem Adonai ki ami lam. Arlene, you want to read Tov lachasot?
Sure. Yeah. Tov lachasot Adonai mi v'toha b'adam.
Toach. When it's at the end, it's toach.
Remember? Toach.
Yeah.
Toach ba'adam. Tov l'chasot Adonai mi v'toach b'nadivim. B'nadivim.
Bin divim.
Bin divim. Bin divim. Okay. Kol goyim sevavuni b'shem Adonai ki amilam. Savuni gam sevavuni b'shem Adonai ki amilam.
Okay, let's see what this is. So Tov lachasot. It is better to take refuge in God, mivtoach, than to rely on man. It is better to take refuge in Adonai than to rely on nobles. Oh. All the nations surround me. Saviv is around, so Savivuni is surround me. It is in the name of God that I that I cut them down. Amilam. Okay. They encircle me. Sabuni. They encircle me. Also, they surround me. Savivuni. It is in the name of God that I cut them down. Sabuni, they encircle me. Oh, we haven't read this yet, but Sabuni kidvorim. So they encircle me like bees. So dever is a bee, like bees, right? Like Deborah means is bees, right? A bee, right? Doahu, but they are extinguished as a fire, ka'esh, like fire, of thorns, kotsim, in the name of, it is in the name of God that I cut them down. Wow.
Cut who down? The other people, the ones who surround you.
Yeah, it's the nations or the my foes. So goyim in the nations, it does mean it is the enemies, but it's interesting that all the other nations are our enemies. Yeah. Okay. Dacho dichitani. You pushed me hard. Where is that? Oh, that's not till
the bottom. There, you missed it. Up there.
Where? I still don't see dacho. Oh, here. Dacho dichitani. You pushed me hard that I might fall in pole, but God assisted me. Azarani. We have that Azer again. Okay. Interesting. Okay. Audrey, you want to read? I think we stopped at Sabuni.
Sabuni gam sivavuni. B'shem Adonai ki amilam. Sabuni kidvorim doachu ki ke'esh kotsim. B'shem Adonai ki amilam. Dacho. Is that right? Dacho?
Dacho,
Okay. Dehitani lin po. Va'adonai azarani.
So this is, you could see dacho and dechitani. So, and they're translating it as you pushed me hard. So sometimes when they say the same word twice, it's kind of like for emphasis, like, so that's why the way they get the you pushed me hard, because they have the dacho and dechitani, right? And it's really very interesting.
Marilyn is here.
Oh, good. Hi, Marilyn.
Hi there. So sorry I'm late.
No worries. So we are we started in the middle of Hallel, and we're continuing.
I'm taking this upstairs to another room because you must hear the doggy in the background, I'm sure.
All right. Should we wait for you to read Ozi V'Zimrat?
Yeah, I'm just going up the stairs and going upstairs.
All right.
And
we'll
so
wait a second.
I'm here. I'm in place now.
Okay. So Ozi V'Zimrat Ya Vayehili Li Shua Kol Rina Vishua Be'ohole Sadikim. Yamin Adonai Osa Chayil, Yamin Adonai Romema, Yamin Adonai Osa Chayil. Okay, go ahead. Ozi.
Is it my turn?
Yep.
Okay. Azi, V'Zimrat.
V'Zimrat. This is a Zion.
Z. Thank you. V'Zimrat. Ha. Ya. Vayi. Vayehi. Li Shiluat. Li Shua. Yamin.
Oh, call. Here, call.
Oh, I'm sorry. I skipped a line. Call Rana. Vishua. Ba'aha le. Zadikim. Yamin Adonai Osei Chayil. Yamin Adonai Romema, Yimin, Adonai, Osa, Hayil.
Chayil. Okay, so let's
Oh,
see. We can,
Chayil. Thank you,
yeah.
Chayil.
yeah. So we've been translating every time we read a line. So Ozi is my might and my praise. Vizimra is my praise, is God. Vayehi, and he was for me a salvation. Kol rina, the sound of rejoicing and salvation. The ohale is in the tents. Ohel is a tent, is in the tents
Righteous.
of the righteous, Sadikim.
Sadikim.
You mean the right hand, so the right hand of God does deeds of valor, osachayil, deeds of valor. And the right hand of God, Romema, is raised triumphantly. The right hand of God does deeds of valor. Or I guess it means valor, but to make it meaningful, they say deeds of valor. Okay, interesting. Let's see. Audrey, lo amut ki ech va'asaper ma'aseya. Yasur yisrani ya vilamavet lo nitanani. Pitchuli sha'aret tzedek avovam odeya. Zeh hasha'ar ladonai tzadikim yavo uvo. Okay. I think it's lo amut.
Lo amut.
Mhm.
Lo amut ki ehia. V'asaper ma'aseya. Yasar Yisrani ya. Yisrani ya. I want to run them together.
That's okay.
Yisrani ya.
I think it's the same idea as we had a minute ago with dacho. I think it's one of those things where they're saying the word twice for emphasis again. So it's saying it means chastened me exceedingly. So I think you have the right instinct to want to do it together because it's the same. They're just saying it for emphasis twice.
La mavet lo nitanani. Oh, did we go that far?
We did, yeah.
Okay, Pitu li sa'are sedek.
It's a shin, yeah.
Sha'are sedek. Avot vam odeya. Ze hasha'ar l'Adonai. Sadikim yavo vo.
Okay, good. So lo mavet, lo amut is I shall not die, but I shall live. Va'asaper ma'aseya, and relate, to sipor, to tell, and relate the deeds of God. So Yasur Yisraniya, chastened me exceedingly. God has chastened me exceedingly, but to death, lo nitanani, did not give me over to death. The gates open for me. Sha'arei pitchu, so the gates open for me. The gates of righteousness open for me. I will enter them, avovam, I will enter them and thank God. This is the gate, Zeh hasha'ar. This is the gate of Hashem. The righteous, Sadikim, shall enter. So you could see this was I will enter, and this is plural. So the righteous shall enter through it. So, yeah, it's good to look at the word. At least for me, I don't. Do you want to do the English this way? Is it helpful or? Yes, no.
It's good. It's good to know what I'm saying.
It's good to know.
I mean, I might be able to read the Hebrew, but I have no idea what it means. So it's nice to hear the translation. Thank you.
I know. I don't think I'll ever kind of forgive the the people who came before us who chose to teach us how to read and not what we were saying. I'm sure they, I'm sure they were doing the best they could, but but they did us a disservice, I think, 50, 60, 70, whatever years ago. But
I don't know if their aim was to teach us to understand Hebrew so much as to read it,
Right. But I mean, what really is the point of reading and saying these prayers for so many years and not knowing what we're saying?
You're right.
I don't know.
Yeah.
And I've gone back to look at the Siddur I had when, in Hebrew school when I was 8, 9, 10 years old. There's no English in it. There's no English in that book that we used.
Was that the maroon book?
I don't know, because mine is covered in blue and white book cover.
We all had the same.
I'm sure I'll dig it out and bring it next time. But yeah, there's no English in it. We just used to sit and read for hours, and clearly it worked because I can read anything, but I don't know what I'm saying, and in my old age I want to know. So
we weren't even taught this. We weren't taught Tehillim, I
don't know what we were. I couldn't tell you what we were taught, but probably not Hallel. Yeah. All right, let's get back to what we were doing. So Marilyn, Odecha ki anitani vatihili li shua. Even ma'asu habonim hayata l'rosh pina. Me'et Adonai hayata zot hi niflat be'enenu. Ze hayom asa Adonai nagila v'nismecha vo. Okay.
Odecha ki anitani vat hi li shua. Even ma'asu habonim hayata l'rosh pina. Me'et Adonai hayata zot hi niflat be'enenu. Ze hayom asa Adonai nagila v'nismecha vo.
Good. So Odecha is I thank you. The cha is you. Ki for you have answered me. Anitani. Vatihili li shua, and you have become for me a salvation. Evan, what did I just lose here? Vatihili li shua. Evan is the stone for despised by the builders. Ma'asu habonim, by the builders, has become the cornerstone, l'rosh pina, the head of, the cornerstone.
The face.
The rosh pina, the stone, Evan. Why do I keep losing this? L'rosh pina, right? We just finished l'rosh pina?
Yeah.
Yes.
The stone despised by the builders. Lishu, so there's something different about what I'm reading here. Vatihili lishu, the stone despised by the builders has become the cornerstone. The stone despised by the builders. I think it's a misprint in this book. They had that sentence twice. Okay, they have it twice. That's funny. May et Hashem, so from God emanated hayta zot, this, it, so he niflat.
Yeah.
It is wondrous in our eyes, be'enenu, in our eyes, And then Zehayom, this is the day Hashem, God has made. Let us rejoice, Negila, V'simcha, and be glad on it. Nagila v'nismecha vo. Okay. And did we say the last line too? V'nismecha vo. Negila v'nismecha vo. Ana Adonai Hoshiana. So please, God, save us now. Please, God, save us now. Please, God, bring success now. Okay, Hatzlicha. So we say, okay. So Ana Adonai Hoshiana, Ana Adonai Hatzlicha na. And then we have the last paragraph. So Audrey, Baruch
Barbara,
haba.
you're skipping me.
Oh, no, I didn't want to. Go ahead then. Go right ahead.
I'm just telling you.
I know, because I'm not looking at you and I can't remember. So go ahead.
That's
Please.
okay.
It's not anything on purpose, believe me.
I'm not taking it personally. I'm taking it alphabetically.
Okay, go ahead, please.
Baruch haba v'shem, yeah,
Yes.
Adonai, barachenuchem mivein,
Beirachnuchem.
beirachnuchem,
Good.
mibeit Adonai. El Adonai v'ya'ar lanu isru chav be'avotem ad karnot hamitzbecha. Beach,
Yeah.
Beach, right, Beach. Ali ata ve'odecha.
And so when it has a dot,
Yeah.
it's ha, not cha.
Oh, ha. Okay.
Ha.
Ve'odecha. Ve'odecha. Elohai aromemach meka.
Aromemeka.
Aromemeka. Okay. Hadu ladonai ki tov ki liolam hasdo.
Good. So let's just quickly. So blessed is he who comes in the name of God. We bless you, Beirach Nuchem. We bless you from the house of God. El Adonai Vayat Erlanu. The Almighty is God. He illuminated for us. So the word or is light. Illuminated for us. Bind the festival with cords, ba'avotim. Bind the festival with cords until the corners of the altar. The Almighty, is Hashem. Where's El Adonai? Again, they repeat the same thing again. So I guess maybe it wasn't a misprint. Maybe that's just how they do it in this book. El Adonai Alanu Isru Chag Ba'avot Ad until the corners of the altar. Okay, again. Okay. So Eli, my God, Eli, my God, you are the Odeka, you are my God, and I will thank you. My God, I will exalt you. And then Hodu, Adonai ve'odeka Elohai aromemeka. Hodu Adonai ki tov ki le'olam chasto. Give thanks to God, for he is good. His kindness is enduring forever. Okay. All right, so lots of words repeat. And that, oh, Yahalucha Adonai Eloheinu. So tell me, whose turn is it? Is it Audrey's turn now, or did I skip Meryl?
No, I
No, it's mine.
Okay.
We're on the medicine.
So do you want to read till Malkeinu here?
Sure.
Yahalucha Adonai Eloheinu, kol ma'asecha, v'chasidecha tzadikim, osei ritzonecha, v'chol amecha Beit Yisrael, berina yodu vivarchu, vishabechu, vifa'aru, viromemu, v'ya'aritzu, v'yakdishu, v'yamlichu et shimcha malkeinu.
Yahalelucha Adonai Eloheinu kol ma'asecha. V'chasidecha sadikim osei ritzonecha. V'kol amcha Beit Yisrael berina yodu v'varchu. V'yishbachu v'fa'aru.
I don't think it's V'ish. It's just V'shabechu.
Yeah. V'shabchu v'yipa'aru v'yiromemu v'ya'aritzu v'yakidishu v'yimlichu et shimcha malkeinu. There's a lot of N's in there, aren't there?
Yeah. So this is, they will praise you, God, our God, Hashem, our God. Okay. Koma asecha, all your works and your devout ones, the righteous who do your will, and all of the people of your house of Israel, Berina, with glad song, Yodu, will thank, bless, Vivarchu, praise, glorify, exalt, extol, sanctify, and proclaim the sovereignty of your name, our King. So in the translation, they don't put all the ands, but for us, it's like commas, I think. Yeah, we will bless, praise, glorify. Yeah, we don't put and, we put commas instead, maybe in English. Ki lecha tov lehodot ulshimcha na'eh lizamer. Ki me'olam ve'ad olam ata el. Baruch atah Adonai melech mehulal batish bachot. Marilyn, ki lecha tov.
Ki lecha tov lahodot ul shimcha na'eh lizemer. Ki be'olam viad olam ata el. Baruch atah Adonai melech mehulal batish bachot.
Okay. So ki lecha, for to you it is good to give thanks, and unto your name. So in the middle there we see shame, name. It is proper, not to sing praises, lizamer. For from this world, from me olam, from this world to you, to you are God, to the world to come. Oh, to the world to come, you are God. From this world to the world to come, you are God. Baruch atah Adonai, blessed are you, Hashem, King, who is lauded with praises, batish bachot, with praises. Tishbachot. Okay. Amen. All right. Okay. Any questions before we leave Hallel? I thought I wanted to go at the beginning. There's just this beautiful, beautiful poetry. Maybe we see it a lot in this one. I think in B'tzeit Yisrael. Let's see. I didn't have this with me last time, so I didn't. When Israel went out, so when Israel went out of Egypt, Mimitzrayim, the house of Jacob, from a people of alien tongue, from a people low A's of alien tongue. Okay, Hayata Yehuda, Judah became his sanctuary, Israel his dominions. Okay, this is the part I was looking for. So the sea, Hayam Ra'ah, the sea saw and fled, Vayanos. Jordan, Hayarden, the Jordan River, Yisov Li'achor. The Jordan River, right, turned backward, Le'achor. The mountains, Heharim, skipped. The mountains skipped like rams, Ke'elim. The hills, Givaot, like young lambs, Kivnei Tzon. Ma lecha hayam, what ails you, sea, that you flee, Kitanus. We just had the flee Vayanos, what that you flee. O Jordan, that you turn backwards. Mountains, O mountains, that you skip like rams. O hills, like young lambs. Milifnei Adon, so before the presence of the Lord, tremble, Chuli. Did the earth tremble before the presence of God, of the God of Jacob, who turns the rock? You probably know Hatzor, Agam, into a pond of water, Chalamish, the flint, into a flowing mountain, Limaino Mayim, into a flowing mountain of water. Anyway,
Barbara, some of this sounds like it's also in the Haggadah. Okay.
Yes.
Yes.
Well, we sing Hallel in the as part of the Seder. We sing Hallel. Yeah. Okay. This is all in the Haggadah. Yeah. We sing all of Hallel in the Haggadah. So I just love the images of the mountains and the hills skipping, and I just think it's magnificent. So okay. So in the time we have left, I was going to go back to page 309. The page numbers are not okay. 314, 311, 10, 309. So I don't know how many of you go to services on the festivals, on Sukkot or Shavuot or Pesach, but that there are parts that we only sing or say on those, on the festivals in the Amidah. So I thought it might be, good just to go over some of those lines. So one of them is this Ata v'chartanu mikol ha'amim, Ata v'chartanu mikol ha'amim, V'ahavta otanu ratzita banu, V'romam tanu mikol ha'lishonot, V'kidashtanu b'mitzvotecha, V'kerav tanu limalkeinu, למלכנו לעבודתך, לשמך הגדול והקדוש, עלינו קראת. Does that sound familiar to anybody?
Not that melody.
Okay. Arlene, do you want to read Ata v'chartanu?
Sure. Ata v'chartanu mikol ha'amim. Ahavata ovtecha ovtanu virasicha. Banu viramamanu mikol halo shovni note. Vikadash
the key, you see that?
Yeah, Vikidash Hanu Bimitso Hecha.
So this is mitzvo. Remember that vav is both the
mitzvo Hecha. Vikaravet Hanu Mal Kenu la'avodech la'avodatecha. La'avodatecha. Okay. V'shemecha hagadol v'hakadosh Aleinu, of course, Aleinu Karata.
Okay, good. Marilyn, do you want to read that?
Sure.
The same thing again?
Okay. Ata b'chartanu mikol ha'amim, ahavta otanu v'ratzita banu. V'romama tanu mikol that's right. Halisho. Okay. Halishavot.
No, what is this letter?
A V? Above. No, none. Oh my God. What am I saying? Note. Okay. So it's halasho note. Halasho note. Viki dash tachnu.
There's no chet here.
Oh, tanu. I don't know why I'm doing that. Viki dash tanu. Mitzzo techa.
It's mitzvo.
I forgot that. So if there's a vowel on the
vav, then it becomes a consonant. B'mitzvo techa.
Okay, but there was a way to remember that. So the letter after it has a vowel after it, so that means you do pronounce that as a bow, not an
right,
O.
Because the tzaddik has its vowel
gotcha.
here, has a shva.
Yeah, that makes sense. Thank you.
And also the vav has a vowel. So
right, the dot.
You've got two reasons why. Yeah.
So it's b'mitzvo techa.
B'mitzvo
techa. B'karav tanu malkenu la'avotecha.
Wait, don't forget the dalet. La'avoda.
Oh, I said that. La'avodatecha. Thank you. V'shimcha hagadol v'hakadosh aleinu karata. I like lines like that. The words are easier.
Yeah, no, that's
those
good practice. So
those were tricky
Audrey,
words.
why don't you also read this, because it's good practice.
It is indeed.
Ata b'chartanu mikol ha'amim, Ahav ta otanu v'ratzita banu. Roma mitanu mikol halishonot. V'kidash-tanu b'mitzvotecha. V'keravtenu malkenu le'avodatecha. Lishmecha hagadol
Wait.
v'hakadosh.
Where is there a lamed here?
Oh, oops, oh, my screen just got bigger and that's easier. I hit my screen. V'shimcha hagadol v'hakadosh aleinu karatza. Oh, I can read better when I can see it.
Yeah, isn't that a miracle? Okay, so so you have I don't have the whole thing in front of me here, but you have chosen us from all the peoples. You love us and want and Viratsita Banu. Let's see. Whoa, what did I do? Okay, why is that? Oh, because well, it's gone and it's 11. Okay, we can look at it next time. So let me get so I'm gonna stop the share and I'm gonna also stop the